Thanks for joining, everybody. Hello and welcome to the Spreadsheet Escape Room live stream. I'm Kevin, content lead at Coefficient, and this is the final round of our Spreadsheet Escape Room competition. Today, you're going to see our top finalists for the Spreadsheet Escape Room compete for $2,000. So buckle up, get your popcorn ready, and prepare for the Super Bowl of spreadsheets. Frank, you can. There you go. But before we get started, here's a little bit about Coefficient. Coefficient is a Google Sheets add-on. Coefficient connects to any data source and imports live data into your Google Sheets, empowering teams to connect all their data, automate workflows, and share live insights with their teammates. Check it out if you want to import data into Sheets and automate your spreadsheets. But first, a bit about the escape room. The contest took the escape room concept to Google Sheets. Contestants were required to solve a series of puzzles and mazes, all entirely within Google Sheets. The 5 participants with the fastest time were chosen for this final round, the live stream that you'll witness today. Today, those finalists will need to defeat a leaner, meaner escape room with a number of cash prizes on the line. Fastest time takes home 2,000, second fastest takes home 1,000, and the third fastest takes home 500. So before we start, let's introduce our contestants quickly. Each contestant will also let us know their favorite Google Sheets function. So we can start on the left side of the screen.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining today. My name is Tat Sang. I'm based in London, and my favorite Google Sheets function, which is the same as my favorite Excel function, is the classic VLOOKUP.
Nice.
Hi everybody, I'm Maddie. I'm from Indiana. And my favorite function in Google Sheets is probably things like detect language that it has the capabilities of since it's connected to the internet.
Right.
Hello, good night to everyone. I'm from Barcelona, Spain. And in my case, I would say that my favorite Google function is import range.
Nice.
Hi, everyone. My name is Miguel Ruiz. And I would say that my favorite formula would be query function.
Awesome. Great stuff. And finally, our judge for the day is the maestro behind the escape room, Frank Ferris. He's our senior manager, product specialist, and he designed this awesome escape room contraption. He is the referee for today's contest, and he has the final say and will make all judgment calls during the match. And if you want us to make a video on how Frank built the escape room, leave a comment in the chat right now, and we'll get working on that. And right now, I will turn it over to Frank so he can explain the rules for today's contest.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kevin, and congratulations to all of our finalists that are here today. Super excited that you made it this far, and even more excited to see how today goes in our final event for $2,000. So we're going to now flip over to the Google Sheet. We won't see any questions yet, but I'll explain a bit of the format of today's game. The finalists have already been briefed themselves, but we'll go through some of the basic rules and how this will work. So we'll have 2 rounds for today's final escape room challenge. The concept here is that these amazing finalists have put the land of Rise, the financial criminal, behind bars, but now we need to do the most important part, the forensic accounting, writing some pretty complex formulas to pull data and build the final report for the FBI. So to do that, we're going to have 2 rounds. Each round will last 8 minutes. The rounds will look something like this tab. So this one is a more, as you can tell from the title, is a more math-based challenge with 8 questions. The questions will show up above each of these red box areas as soon as we start, and I'll share access with the participants. Each of the participants only has edit access to their row and should only be editing these red cells to put in an answer to the question that appears above it. For both of the rounds, there will be a data set that goes along with it that you'll need to reference for all of the answers. So the data set will look something like this tab here. We've abbreviated the name. This was called Shopify Data Import, but since we'll be giving bonus points for shorter formulas, we reduced the name of the tab to just Lightning Bolt 1. This is your typical coefficient data import view. So in this example, we have a Shopify import from the Villains Shopify store. We can see some items like hazmat boots, blast boots, nuclear goggles, and more. So all of the answers will be related to items that appear in this data set, maybe doing math aggregations, things like that, all based on this data. And the participants will put in their answers here. The answers will need to be formulas. So if the question is asking for a specific price, you can't just type in the price or it won't be accepted. And the formulas need to be dynamic. So like we always do with coefficient, we'll be using live data. So at the end of each round, I'll click refresh, which will run an app script similar to how coefficient would pull data from Shopify. And it'll actually keep all of the columns in place, but refresh all of the data that's showing up down below. So all of the formulas need to be dynamic so that it always calculates to the correct answer, even as the data changes. And the answers will also they won't be counted if they're referencing someone else's answer or anything like that. The only places where participants can write formulas is here, and we've created a scrap paper. There's one scrap paper for all 4 of you. This is a bit the wild, wild west. So just choose a spot of this scrap paper that feels safe, and you can use this to put together formulas and evaluate them. But again, you won't be able to, your formulas here, your final answers can't reference the work that you did on the scrap paper. So you can just use this to temporarily write formulas to help you get closer to the answer. As the participants submit their answers, the fastest answers will show up here, top 5 fastest answers, and the shortest answer, meaning the shortest formula length that has the correct answer, will show up down here. Participants will get 2 points if they have the fastest time. So if they're at the top here, 1 point if they have the second fastest correct answer, and 1 point if they have the shortest correct answer. We'll have a stopwatch up here in the top left corner. So we'll start with 8 minutes. And as the time goes on, the time will count down. And once it gets to 0, conditional formatting will turn this sheet white so that it's obvious, because I know some participants want to have us on mute so they don't hear Kevin and my commentary on the game. So it should make it obvious when it's time to stop. So we'll play for 8 minutes, and then we'll take a quick break to review the answers and see where everyone's at. So I'm sharing edit access now with our 4 participants.
You guys ready? You guys ready for the big event?
Yes, we are.
So you'll get edit access, and then I'll still drop the questions in a second once everyone's on the sheet. So
I'm in.
if you need to do any final stretches of your typing fingers, now's your chance.
Let's do it. Let's have some fun.
Okay. Okay, on the count of 3, I'm gonna paste in a timestamp and 8 questions. You can answer the questions in any order again. Best of luck to everyone. 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Boom. Boom.
All right, Kevin, who do you think is gonna get us the first point on the scoreboard here?
I think Maddie's looking good. I like how she just kind of went for it. So I think that, yeah.
Oh,
It looks
we
like
have a submission.
that thing.
That one was not accepted.
Huh. Oh.
A lot of people trying the second question. That's interesting.
Yeah. And remember, you can answer in any order, so you can go to any of these questions and try. I think that, I think it'll be whoever gets the first right answer is going to be in a great position to take it all. So
yeah, and with the great shareability settings of Google Sheets, we'll be able to actually track any of these users. I can just click on anyone and it'll jump to their location, so we can see where people are spending time. Some of them might just be getting the lay of the land, looking through a bit of the data import, some of the data structures. Just this. I don't think we're 4 minutes in already.
yeah, play on. We're gonna work on this clock issue, but play on. I noticed that I don't think anybody's gotten anything yet. So this could be a low scoring round, and if you score 1 or 2, you might end up winning. So yeah, this is going to be a close one for sure. Interested to see who has it in them, who can pull it out. Interesting to see the strategies of the different participants. You notice that some are trying to answer some of these ones that are grouped towards the beginning. Some are obviously trying to go closer to the end to maybe pick one off that others aren't looking at. I think it's also it's very psychological as well, not just getting the right answer. It's about tricking people who are on the sheet with you, and it looks like people are playing that psychological game right now. Frank.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy to this game, and especially once we start getting some right answers in, they'll have the ability to actually steal some points from others if they can write a shorter formula than someone else has written. It'll be interesting to see if that comes into play.
So Frank, what's our time look like now?
So we have 2.5 minutes, but we might add 2 minutes to the clock here.
Okay, so there's going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time, because the game's tied, just like soccer. So we're going to keep going, and it looks like whoever scores first is going to do really well in this round. So keep at it, Gladiators, because this looks like it's going to come down to the wire. So what do you think, Frank, so far? What are you seeing as you look at the game? Like, what do you see in terms of strategy and kind of how people are approaching this?
Yeah, so I see we got some count formulas, which should be pretty close to right. Let's see what, I can't give away too much about what might be off there.
I think these Gladiators just need to find something in them to pull this out, because whoever gets the first one is going to be really well positioned to win this round. So let's see who has it in them. Gladiators are made, not born, and we're going to find out in the next few minutes who really has it in them. Is there anything, Frank, you think that they are overlooking right now as they approach these final few minutes?
No, but I'm just checking if some of these answers seem like they could be right. So if anything is off, if you think your answer is right, just leave it for now, and we'll verify when the 30 seconds is up here.
All right, so you heard that. Leave your answers because we're going to check them to make sure that they're lining up here. So we're going to give another how many minutes, Frank?
So we got just a couple seconds left, so we will pause it, and then all right. So that's time. So we'll pause it, and we'll just check. I'm just checking with one of our internal Google Sheets experts here. Seems like a couple of these answers were correct, so we'll just quickly review that. So please, no more edits, but we'll make everything show up again.
All right, so we're doing instant replay, looking really deep, slow motion, slowing the play down and seeing what's going on. So we knew it was going to be close, and it's a lot closer than we thought. So let's see what our internal experts have to say about these answers here. Frank, what are you seeing as you look at the replay here?
So we'll get a little glimpse behind the scene as we have our one of our experts digging in real time. But we're getting basically how this is working in the back end is we're getting an app script that stamps real time time stamps every time a formula is submitted, and then it checks whether it is correct or not. And we might just need to it might be as simple as just doing a refresh on the Shopify data. But any answers that were correct will still be marked correct in the order that they were submitted in.
Okay, so we have a record of what people submitted.
Yeah, every formula is still recorded here at the time that it was submitted. So
okay, so we have your answers. If you got it right, you're going to be given credit for it. I think that we're just working through the kind of replay with our Google Sheets experts. So Frank, do you want to just kind of sit tight and get this, or do you think we should move to the next round? What do you think?
Yeah, well, we can see some check marks popping up on the screen and some points being added. This is getting pretty exciting. I was a little bit worried when I wasn't seeing points showing up. So great to see answers coming in. Our internal expert is still refreshing some formulas for the last questions, I think. But it looks like so far where we're at, Miguel has a bit of a lead here, but everyone has some points on the board, which is great to see.
Wow, look at this. Look at Miguel here. He's well positioned in, first, second, and he has some shortest answers. So he's playing very efficiently, you can tell. Whereas Maddie seems to be really going for that, first place, and just kind of owning it there. So I'd say that Maddie and Miguel are kind of neck and neck right now. I think Mark and Tatsang have a chance to jump up, but it looks like Miguel has cracked his own code here, and he's well positioned. So I'm really excited to see if he comes out with the $2,000 or if there's some kind of upset.
Yeah, let's look at some of these formulas. So we have some of the simpler formulas. I think one was meant to be a bit of an easier one, but it does get quite tricky quite quickly after that. So we did a count there. We have a sum formula. Here it starts to get a little bit trickier, but Miguel got through it, combining count A with filter. Filter is also a great formula. I know the query formula was mentioned a lot, but filter is also very valuable. Yeah, Miguel's pulled out filter again a few times.
Oh, look at that.
Miguel's really brought up the big guns here for some of these.
Yeah.
Some other good attempts. Max ifs. I think this could have worked. That could have been a good way to possibly steal the shortest answer. That was close.
Great.
Query. I forget whose favorite formula that is. Probably Mark's. Good use of that.
Always comes in handy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Frank, before we go to the next round, what is your advice to these contestants, because it looks like it's anybody's game if they really seize the moment in the next round. So what did you see in this round, and what do you think people should be thinking about?
Yeah, so a bit of it. So this was a largely math-based round. We saw a lot of counting, summing, some max formulas, things like that. The next round is going to be largely based on text. So, I mean, just because someone has the lead now, anyone who's used to working with financials, for example, is really good with numbers. But if you're able to transform text, that's what's really going to give you an advantage as we dive into the second part of this challenge.
All right. Gladiators.
Any questions from our gladiators before we move on to round two?
Yes, in my case, I would like to ask if we are going to create a new sheet for the next round, or this will clean up and you will paste the new answers, the new questions.
I'll unhide a new sheet and then I'll drop in the questions shortly after.
Okay.
All right.
So the next round is text-based, as I said. This one is going to be based off of a Snowflake data import. We can hide some of this just for now. We're going to be using the same scrap paper. Looks like some people made use of it in different sections. So you can clear anything you want from there and start using the scrap paper again. This one, again, it's a Snowflake-based round, so just an import coming from Snowflake. We'll take a quick look together at what the data set looks like. So this one is going to be a tab called Lightning Bolt number 2. It's going to be the same idea. We're going to play through it and then refresh the data. Here we have, these are the Land of Rise password combinations. So random lists of English words in these 10 different word groupings. And again, the words could change completely in between refreshes. So the formulas will need to be dynamic and you'll need to be referencing that import tab. And a few of these questions, what's different is you'll see there is sometimes a letter hanging above. So the question will likely ask you to do something involving the letter G that is in this box.
Oh boy. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Are you ready for this, Kevin?
I don't know. I might have to cover my eyes. It's really.
I'm sorry. Do we start the second one?
We're about to start.
I didn't saw the timer. Sorry about that. I was really into.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we haven't started yet. We're about to start.
So everyone should now be on the text Snowflake.
Great.
Sheet.
Okay, sorry about that.
Is everybody on that sheet? Is everybody on the sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a G on the second one. That's okay. That's Frank. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
That'll be part of the question.
I lost myself in it. Sorry about that.
All good. It's an intense game. That happens.
Yeah.
Should we use a scrap paper again in the same one, right?
The same scrap paper. I'll move it to the end here. Same scrap paper. The data set that we're looking at this time is Lightning Bolt 2, which is this coefficient Snowflake data import of random English words.
Great.
Okay.
All right. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right.
Frank,
I'll let you do the countdown.
All right, here we go, people. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Oh boy. Who's gonna do it this round? Who's gonna step up? That's my question. Most of these people have been training their entire lives for this. They've been using Google Sheets and spreadsheets since they were young, and now they have a chance to prove themselves in the biggest arena of all. It's really high drama here on the spreadsheet today.
This is what they've been practicing for.
This is what they've been building up to. This is what they've been building up to, and it's really exciting to see this all come together. So I think that a legend will be born today, and we're all witnessing history if things turn out the way that they've been going. So watch out. What do you think, Frank?
I am excited to see who gets the first point this time.
Yeah. Who strikes first?
Yeah.
Who strikes first? who's got it in them and who can maybe get a hat trick, three answers right. So I don't know. I think that I think that Miguel's going to churn along with his efficiency. But I think Maddie could very well overtake him with her, superior answers. So I think that we just need to sit and watch. We just need to sit and watch.
We got some answers coming in here. Oh, we got a correct answer there.
Miguel.
So Miguel was able to translate this word into Spanish. And I know we have a few Spanish speaking participants in the game today, but he did properly use a formula. Google Translate. Now, this is just an amazing formula. You can, I think this is one of the ones that many people don't know about, but you can just give Google Translate any word you want in any language and translate it into any other language you want. Very powerful.
Very powerful. And we used that in our original escape room, correct, Frank?
And that one we used detect language, which is
detect
very,
language.
Very, very similar, but that one will tell you the language of any word. Or
it won't translate the text. It will tell you the language. Well, there's a lot of that. It's really great how Google uses, that the translation functionality in Google Sheets. That's really awesome. We got another one. Q3. Question 3.
Yeah.
Mark.
The word in reverse order. So the word was grumpy, and he's using join and array formula to reverse the order of the characters.
Oh, all right. Don't sleep on Mark.
And I'm just going to double check, because I thought Miguel did have a point. Don't worry, Miguel, if you're listening, we'll make sure that you'll get the point if it was. Okay. I think this answer was correct. It was just submitted before we had refreshed the snowflake data. So that was a correct answer, and the point should now be showing up.
Play on
there we go.
All of your answers are logged, and they will all be marked correct at the end of the round. So keep going. This is where heroes are born. Final 4 minutes.
So we know back here, Miguel had a 2-point lead over both Mark and Maddie. So if Miguel can stay 2 points ahead, he's going to walk away with the money today.
Ooh, I can barely watch. There's so much pressure. It's like a World Cup free kick, goal kick. You can't watch. You feel sorry for the guy.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Ooh.
Oh.
It looks like people are getting close. Just a few, maybe just a little off. Maybe just a little off.
Yeah, very close, very good attempts. This round definitely is the harder of the 2 rounds. There's a lot you can do with text in Google Sheets, but it can be pretty complicated when you start getting into array formulas. So it'll be interesting to see how they pull it off.
So Miguel is well positioned. Does anybody have something that can dethrone him right now? Frank, what do you think? What are you seeing right now?
Miguel only had that 2-point lead, so I think there's still 2.5 minutes left. It's still possible if someone can get the first right answer on one of these unanswered questions, they could easily jump ahead.
At this point,
Mark just grabbed another point. It looks like
Mark.
There, and Tat Singh is on the board.
We've got a game.
Yeah, this is getting exciting. Final 2 minutes. Everything is up for grabs.
Wow. This is who knew spreadsheets were an esport? This is really edge of my seat stuff. Oh, Miguel.
Okay. Miguel's not giving up yet. He
Nope.
wants to keep his lead.
A minute, 30 seconds. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Someone has to answer one of these questions that no one else has answered.
No real attempts at this one yet. This was a tricky one. Oh, Mark is here taking a look, but this one they need to actually return the word that is in G7 of the data import. So G7, let's look at what that word is. I don't even know that word, Kevin. I'm not sure if you've come across
that looks like
but
some kind of
there's a lot of vowels in it. I can tell you that much. What they need to do here is they need to convert all of those vowels into capital letter vowels, and keep the consonants constant.
Wow. So you got 50 seconds to do that. Yeah.
Mark's still working there. He's using some regex replace. He's got his vowels typed in.
22 seconds. 19
Y's capitalized. No attempts at the last two here.
Oh boy. 8, 5, and that's a wrap.
Time is up.
That's a wrap. Woo!
Put your keyboards down.
Oh,
wow.
boy.
All right, good job, Miguel. Taking the lead again on this round, getting up to 5 points.
Wow, this one was really difficult.
It was. I did warn the participants that the second round would be a bit more difficult, but we really upped the ante, and there were some big challenges here. But so also some really good impressive.
I made a mistake that I pasted the formula in the wrong place, and then I figured out I was in a wrong place, and then I figured it was correct.
Oh,
I saw this one. Yeah, I was
the mental pressure of the game. Mental pressure.
Awesome, great.
Awesome.
Great.
So Frank, do we have the leaderboard for the total for the overall game?
I think here we go. All right.
Oh,
let's see round 1 and round 2. Okay, Miguel. I think we all knew Miguel took first place ahead in both rounds. Awesome performance, totaling 13 points.
That was legendary.
Congratulations, Miguel.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Miguel.
Thank you.
Really amazing work.
That's 2,000. So you are going to have that awesome holiday that you were talking about.
Get a good present for your new baby.
Oh my God, everyone in the office was like, what the... Sorry about that.
Oh,
don't be sorry. You should celebrate.
Yeah, go out and buy yourself a drink. All right, in second place, Mark with the $1,000 prize. Congrats, man.
Oh, great.
Mark.
You really
Thank
came
you
through
so
in
much.
that second round. You really came through in the second round. Beautiful. And Maddie, you held steady from the first round, and it was enough to get you that $500 prize. So
yeah, second round was tough.
second round was tough. Yes. We designed this to be a lot tougher than the original escape room, because we knew you're the best of the best. We know that you're the all-stars of Google Sheets. So it's great to see. And Tat saying, we're gonna get you something. Don't worry about that. We're gonna get you something to compensate you for your what you've done here. But yeah, what an exciting finish. Frank, do you have any final thoughts before we jump off here?
Yeah, just amazing performance from everyone. So exciting to see. And like we've been kind of talking this whole time, we're super pumped to be getting the Google Sheets community stoked about what you can do with Google Sheets, making spreadsheets fun. And Excel's doing a lot of these competitions now. So I think this is an amazing first step for Coefficient to be hosting these types of events. And I hope people stay tuned for many more fun events like this to come.
Yeah, we're not done yet. And judging by the comments, there's a lot of interest in behind the scenes video and some other requests. So we're gonna sort through all of those and get back to you. But this isn't the last of these events. So stay tuned. And that's a wrap. Thanks for joining. The team at Coefficient wishes you a happy holidays, and we will see you in the new year.